Alright, this morning I'm just going to go for a quick run through on how to fillet a fish, barramundi in particular. A couple of quick little tips. Always pays to have a super sharp knife, makes the job a lot easier. And if it's at all possible, try and have your fish either spend a few hours on the ice or refrigerated or something. It's a lot easier to fillet a fish that's been refrigerated or on ice for a few hours rather than just a fresh fish that's hot. It's remarkable the difference it makes. So that's a good tip if you can refrigerate your fish or keep it on ice for a few hours, as you want to do because you want to look after them, you're going to eat them, but it does make it a lot easier to fillet. Okay, so I just spin the fish around. It's all about sort of, you know, understanding the bones and the angles to do the best job. So I start up high here, work the knife at an angle underneath the scales. Okay, just a shortcut there through the top of his head. Okay, now from here, what I do, just basically all I'm doing is piercing the skin and following the bones along, just feeling the bones with the tip of the knife and piercing the skin all the way down as far as you can to his tail there. That's it, just go nice and slow. All the way to the end of his tail. Barras always end up with a lot of scales on your sharp knife. Okay, now from this point, as you can see, I've only just pierced his skin and followed the bones. So I just get my thumb under there, put the knife on an angle so that they're parallel with the bones, and basically just following the bones up, cutting all the way down. Have the knife at a small angle, okay, and then just cut through that little bit of backbone there again. Same, lift your fillet up, follow your bones down. Okay, as you can see there, it comes away nice and easy. Alright, now from this point, I like to leave that fillet on there. A lot of people just take that fillet off, and then when they spin him over, it's sort of like a concave angle, so it's hard to follow those bones. As you can see here, everything's all protruding right. It's on the right angle to follow it. So one big tip, leave that fillet on there right now. Fold him back over, spin your fish around, work whichever way is comfortable to you. This way is the way I do it, and because I've done a couple and I can whip it out pretty quick and I know how to do it. But basically it's all the same thing. You're just cutting underneath the scales. Exactly the same thing on this side. Short little cuts, just piercing the skin, cutting the scales, following the bones just down a little bit. Okay, you don't want to make this cut too deep because you end up going too deep and you're cutting too much meat off where you don't want it to be. Alright, same again, put your thumb under there, get your knife on the angle, and you can just feel the bones as you're cutting them down. Particularly if your knife's sharp, you won't even know that your knife's cutting the flesh, but you're just following those bones down. Same again, once you get to the backbone, a little bit steeper angle because as you can see the fish is, you know, going down that way. A little bit steeper angle, following the bones, following the bones. Okay, now they're to the same point as what you are on the other side. Because you've done that, all you've got to do there, just cut through that skin, following your bones down, and there you go. One nice fillet there. Flip him over. Job's almost done here. Same, you just cut him through that skin. All the work's done. Zip, off she goes. Got a nice fillet. Okay, put that to the side. Now with the skinning, pretty simple. Start back as far as you can. Just get your fingernails or your fingers there. Okay, now you just want to start a little bit like that. You don't want to cut too much. You can see the skin separated. Now what I do from here, rather than use the knife to cut, I'll just hold the knife at an angle. This takes a bit of feel every now and then, but you know, you just got to do a few to get the hang of it. But rather than use the knife to cut the skin off, I hold the knife in one position and then pull the skin towards you and just wiggling the skin back and forth, pulling the skin rather than cutting the knife. Okay, and there you go. Let your skin come off, and you're nice boneless fillet because you've followed your bones, cut around that rib bones there. There's nothing in there. Okay, so that's one. Same again with the other one. Just started a little bit enough so you can get hold of it. Hold your knife on an angle in the one position and just pull the skin. Hold your knife in the one spot, pull the skin. There you go. Now these skins can be pretty good, depends if you're camping or you're trying to do it on your boat. It's a good way to keep your fillets on your skins like that if you need to transfer it around or anything. Otherwise, put them in a garbage bag if you're at home, in a freezer, freeze them in the garbage bag, and then when it's rubbish night, put it in the bin frozen, they don't smell. Okay, same as with your frames here. Got a nice filleted frame. Same thing, you can break them in half, put them in a garbage bag in the freezer, and put them in the bin. Or you can go ahead and just cut your wings off, make the most of it, use a soup or something. We don't like to waste any of our barra frames or anything like that here. We try to do the most with it. So luckily enough, we've got our own garbage disposal units at the back of the boat here, and they appreciate the frames. A little bit of a wet way to start the morning, but they love it. Give this big fella a skin, eh?